Okay. So thank you for the clarification, folks at home. Mario and Snappy playing on the same count. So Snappy going to be pulling up with the Wagner again. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how people have been feeling about Chaos lately. So I'm not too surprised if Chaos players are switching to other characters. Right now, though, it does look like Snappy is going to find the first opening against Riojin here. Oh, caught the frame trap there. Yeah, even when grid broken, still gonna make most out of the situation. Okay. 6-6C working out for Riojin, turning the situation around.
And Riojin does play Wagner as well, so he kind of has a better understanding of how to play against this matchup in particular. So we could probably see that come into play, especially now that Riojin has control into this neutral space, and even more so as he found the counter hit with the assault jump in. Are we going to be able to get this kill? We built 100 meters, but unfortunately no way to extend the combo past that steer ender. We got that hard knockdown, and unfortunately for Snappy, we're not getting a hard knockdown of our own as we got a bit of an auger hit with that shield charge. Riojin taking the first round and saving a bit of meter in the process. A huge lift punish. Riojin is on top of this.
Yeah, and we're gonna be on top of this corner pressure here. No, never mind. Just gonna completely disrespect it with the two-way, and Snappy is gonna fight right back, get both the installs there. Okay, I like that delayed wake up there from Riojin, preventing any immediate pressure from coming through. But oh, that one's gonna hurt. But no, didn't get to confirm. Still had the chain shift to keep things going here. Chain shift right back from Riojin, and Riojin's gonna make the most of it. Gonna get out of the corner finally and make the most of this situation. Gonna cash out for the corner carry.
Right, putting in the stagger pressure and no biting from Snappy until then. A huge pickup. Snappy, let's finish our combo. Chain shift into IW. And in that instance, Snappy didn't actually have to spend IW, but we're like, you know, keep it simple. Make sure we can at least take a single round. Hopefully we'll build up enough meter later on in the round or get enough of an advantage to where this third round will go Snappy's way. And so far, Riojan has been putting up a pretty solid defense, working on it perfect. But as I say that, there's a throw coming in, catching him off guard.
Yeah, I like the pressure coming out from Snappy here. Just these weird delays, these staggers, mixing up the throw timings, catching Riojin off guard. Again, getting another throw here. Oh, but this time Riojin answering with the run-up throw of his own and getting the opening here now. Getting the corner here. You have 200 meter to play with, but you do have to respect the potential. CS, never mind. You find another throw. Cycle is going to go over to Riojin. Oh, 2-2X. Oh, okay.
Facing.
2-2X again.
Now we're trying to bait a reversal or a shield charge, a meter spend. Looks like Riojin got something though. Hopefully that is exactly what he was looking for. Oh, that was a bit scary. Looked like for a second there, Snappy was going to take it over Riojin as we went for that aggressive approach after that drop. But Riojin staying strong and getting that final hit needed. And now Riojin with a game on the board. But we've seen time and time again in this set so far, or this series so far, where Railfire Legion is always getting that first game, always starting off strong, but falling on the wayside in the later games of the set.
All right. It's going to be Snappy starting off here with the grid break throw. That's going to be big for the cycle here. Oh, but we're going to 6-6C right on out.
Okay, it comes out. Riojin's still grid broken, so we can't go for. I like what Riojin did there. We could not go for an assault because we were grid broken, but we went for that jump forward puffball instead to kind of act like a discount one.
Yeah, we definitely have these pogos that are still quite useful to catch Snappy off guard, but Snappy is gonna find the last hit there and getting something going over for KFC. Oh, just get the both installs? Okay.
Just like that, Riojin letting Snappy at full screen get both the shield and sword installs. And once we got that shield install, just immediately spent it to get that guard point. And now Riojin is pretty scared of actually pressing on defense because of that shield install, but it is gone. Snappy did use it, but we're going to be getting it back afterwards. I don't think this combo is enough to kill, so instead we're going to go for the regular 2-2-C instead.
We're down to 1 pixel of life here for Riojin, and it's the 2A closing it out for Snappy. And I think it's like you said, Railfire Legion can get that 1 win, but KFC just keeps fighting back. It's I think hard for the Railfire Legion players right now to find their consistency, but I mean, when you're up against players like this, it is hard when they're always adapting to you, right? So we'll see if Riojin can make the correct adaptations to fight back. He maybe not let Snappy get away with full screen double install, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see Riojin going to be drawing a first blood in the game number 3 and immediately getting the corner. This is where Hyde thrives. A lot of times in mid-screen, it's kind of hard to get pressure as Hyde because you have to commit to risky options or spend resources in order to maintain that pressure. But once your back is up against the wall, Riojin can keep this lockdown pressure going unless we drop the combo, and a Snappy on top of his game, being that punish in response.
We're just gonna mash 2-way on wake up. Both players here. Well, to be fair, on Snappy's side, it was off a combo drop, but still, lots of disrespect from both players here. You know, even finding the counter hit here, but that's gonna work out definitely for Riojin. Looking for the pogo, trying to catch some kind of OS crush, but nah, Snappy's right out of there and starting the pressure. Oh, the force function, that one's gonna hurt.
So far, it does feel like Snappy is on time, on point when it comes to when Riojin likes to go for these shields, because we've seen so many grid breaks come in from Snappy off of throws on Riojin.
Oh, we're just barely whiffing these moves, trying to find our answers here. Very tricky situation in neutral, but here we go. This time, we're not gonna let you get the install for free. We're just gonna go right on in with the 6-6-C. And now that should be that one last touch. Keep it simple. It is the final round of this game into the IW. And Riojin taking 2 games now for Railfire Legion.
Yeah, right now it feels like Riojin is just taking extreme offense to the fact that Snappy is going for these 2As on wake up, where Snappy is constantly picking up off of his combo drops, off of his own.
Yeah.
It looks like Riojin is really locking in terms of patting down what mistakes he has been making in those previous rounds.
Alright, but from the round start here, we do have, because I think previously, Snappy was going for these greedy installs, and then this time, let Riojin get these backdashes and was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna run in with this 6-6 FF, get things going, loop my offense, oh, it's over. That was it. That was all because Riojin started with these backdashes and got caught by the 6-6 FF.
Oh. Okay, avoiding the meter spend on the shield bash, but has the shield install right now, so immediately Riojin unsure of when to press, but gets countered on wake up, and this is huge for I almost said Ishtar feet, and I'm like, hold up. Snappy coming in, and Snappy coming in hot as Riojin is still up against the wall, unable to fully get out, but now is roaming free out of prison and is looking to start a new life. Steer Ender coming in for Snappy, getting that hard knockdown in the mid screen. The chain shift coming in from Snappy, but unfortunately did not have a response in that situation.
Oh no, almost got the pickup. Okay, Riojin finally gets another hit here, gets the corner, but still in a scary spot. Both players playing potentially on one touch here. I like these dash blocks coming out from Snappy, and the escape from Snappy catching Riojin on the approach. And Snappy is going to take a second game right back. We are down to our final game here.
And I like how Snappy is also adjusting his play. He's also realizing that, hey, Riojin is not going to go for anything committal up close. Instead, he's going to play very safe at these ranges where DP will whiff and going for these fireballs, all these mids, these potential frame traps on me trying to escape. So just playing it patient until he overextends has been so smart for Snappy.
Oh, but right now we got the two-way match coming through from Riojin. Gonna get the we're just answering with two ways again. Just the complete disrespect from both players. I see more often than not here. Okay, yep, there we go. DP out. Riojin trying to put on the pressure here, and oh, that delay from Riojin, or from Snappy catching, oh my goodness. Yeah, from Riojin.
A blood there. Holy moly. What a starter as well. You never see something like that, a CVO conversion like that doing as much damage as it did.
Wow, what an air-to-air from Snappy. Okay. Get the full conversion into the corner. Very nice. The throw.
Are we gonna loop it? Nope. There is the DP coming out from Riojan on a wake up. A little too impatient. Don't do that to me. And that's the impatient coming in from Snappy. Knock him to fight on the on the shimmy. Going back to mid screen.
Yep, this is gonna be rough.
Oh, to keep that pressure. Oh, dash B. Hello.
Yeah, that's tricky stuff right there. I mean yeah, and that's gonna be it for Riojin there. And I mean, yeah, that I think that's a weird answer there, right? Because Sivo is, I believe, +2 on block, and if you go for the 6-6C, it might cross up some inputs. So it might have messed with the inputs a little bit over from Snappy. But Riojin taking the dub for Railfire Legion.
And that's big. That's a big win for Railfire Legion. That's the win they really needed, I think, going into the final weeks. Because right now Railfire Legion has the least possible sets remaining out of all the other teams currently in the team league, so they have less time to actually rack up wins. So a win like this is big, and the fact that each of the players, even though they lost, were still able to get a game is massive.